What's up, everybody? Going live again tonight. Doing some saucers and some flower pots. Ended the whole week, worked all day, and I'm gonna work tonight. So, hope everybody's having a good night. A few people in here already. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday night. Somebody already hit a like button. Appreciate that. Fresh Cup of Joel. Hello. Good weekend. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Just worked all weekend. It was good though. How was your weekend, Fresh Cup of Joel? I did a pot of the day, I guess you'd call it, but a different style pot every day for a month for a video here. So today I'm making the saucers for those pots. So when I'm done, I'll be able to put them up on my website for one-of-a-kind items. Fresh Cup of Joel writes, good, pretty hot here, so didn't do as much as I'd like. Oh, where's here for you, bud? Yeah, it was warm here. It wasn't as bad as it has been. So I'm up in Connecticut, so it was I think it was cool on Friday and somewhat Saturday, and then today was a little bit hot and humid, but Southern Ontario, Canada. Oh, nice. Yeah, you guys are used to the cold up there. Yeah. And I think we were in the 80s today, so, but humid. So yeah, everybody else that's tuning in, hope you're doing well. What we got? Adam, hi from Russia. It's colder there. Cool. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in tonight. Well, it's not night for you guys, I don't think. But yeah, it's probably hot everywhere. 'Tis the season. Tonight I'm just throwing saucers and then some flower pots toward the end. Vlad writes, ew, clay. Yeah, well, it is clay. Ew. Now this is, Adam writes, is it just a hobby or a business? This is my business. I've been doing this full-time since 1999. I got my start when I was a kid because my dad was a potter. So this is what I do for a living. So I figured I'd just go live. I've been going live lately and enjoying it. So if you guys enjoy these live streams, subscribe and check it out for more for the future. But yeah, hope everybody here is having a good night. Sloaney writes, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your names incorrectly. I'm sorry. Please don't take offense. Are you skibidi? I don't even know what that means. So sorry. Lil and him. I subbed. Hey, cool. Thanks. Adam writes, yeah, it's cool. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys on here. Thanks for everybody that's tuning in. So basically, I make tons of flower pots for a living. I make thousands of them a year. And the best thing for flower pots are to have saucers. So you need to have saucers to go with them. So these saucers here fit my 6-pound flower pots, which are basically about, I don't know, 8 inches, 8.5 by 8.5, maybe 9 by 9, somewhere in there. So Celine, right? Shout out name, please. Celine. Hi, Celine. Shout out. There you go. The fresh cup of troll. Ignore the okay stuff. It's a troll thing. I have no idea what it means. So whatever. Troll away. All you little trolls. There's trolls. I don't care what you guys do. Just try to be nice to each other. That's all. Evans writes, hello. Well, hello to you. How's it going? Recreator of melody. Is this hobby? No, this is my full-time job. I do this every day, 7 days a week. And yeah, this is my full-time job. So I've been doing it for a long time. I'm old. Been doing it a long time. Let's see. Live life to the fullest. Shout out. There you go. Shout it out your name. There you go. Everybody wants a shout out. YouTube Autumn wants a shout out. Okay, there you go, YouTube Autumn. Let's see. Recreator of melody. Can you say hello, Clara? Hello, Clara. How are you? Let's see, Guy Wolff. I think the 6-pound pots. Oh, that's my dad, Guy Wolff. Hi, Dad. I think the 6-pound pots is a whole of 1 gallon. Well, maybe your 6-pound pots years ago, right, Dad? Yeah, we don't know. We'd have to fill it. We'd have to test that theory. Put a no drainage hole in one of them and fill it up with water. Evans Damper writes, what is like? I don't know. What's it like to make pots? It's fun. Live life to the fullest. By the way, love the flower pot making. Oh, cool. Well, thanks so much. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everybody's enjoying their evening. If it's evening, wherever you are in the world. Actually, let me know in the comments where you're at. Let's see. Cat Lover says hi. Hi, Cat Lover. Yeah, I love cats. I love dogs. So cool. Thanks for joining in. Yo Sai. Oh, from Fresh Control. Hey, SJM Ceramics is here. He just fired up another barrel. Cool. He's doing a lot of barrel firing. SJM Ceramics is another fellow potter here, and he's a good guy. He's in upstate New York. Let's see. Recreator of melody. How much does your business cost? How much does my business cost? Well, you can buy me out for like $20 million. No, I don't know. I just make pots for a living. So, no, my business isn't for sale. But if you were, shoot me over $20 million. We'll figure it out. I'm a kidding. Celine writes, thank you for the shout out. Of course, Celine. We have Daniel Lorenzo. Hello from New York. I found it fascinating, very artistic. All right. Thanks so much. I'm glad you're enjoying. Recreator, it's 8:07 in my country. Well, yeah, it's 8:07 in my country too. So what country is your country? I'm in the United States. SJM Ceramics, Ben, I passed 1,000 subs today. Congratulations. That means 100 pots. SJM Ceramics just passed 100 subs, so he's going to do 100 pots in a live stream. So that should be fun to watch. Anybody interested in more potters making things, go check out SJM Ceramics channel. And he's going to have to make 100 pots. So, you know what? Maybe I'll make 200 pots tonight there, Silas. Just kidding, bud. I unintentionally upped SJM in a live feed once, and I didn't mean to do that. So he's a really good person, and I didn't mean to do that. Let's see here. Celine says bye. All right, see you later, Celine. So what I do here is every time I make these, I go and put them off to the side. So I'm not going anywhere. I just have to put them off to the side. Thanks everybody for hitting those like buttons. That's nice, yeah. You didn't actually, Ben. Great milestone. I know. Yeah, well, I didn't need to. But the same time that you're doing 100 pots live, I think I'll go for 350. Sorry, dude. One of those nights. I'm not getting. I didn't get enough sleep this week, so it's catching up with me. But no, I wouldn't be able to do 350 live. I guess saucers maybe. I probably could do that if I had to. I don't have the back for it though. But yeah, anyway, SJM, if because you hit 100 subscribers and you're going to be doing 100 pots, what are you doing for those 100 pots? Are you going to be making mugs, planters, like, or just you go for 100 random pots? Because that'll be fun. Your steps into production pottery. Because 100 pots is a yeah, that's a good day. That's a decent day. Sham writes, oh, you would. Yeah. I'm kidding. You know I'm kidding. Celine writes, gotta go. Bye. All right. See you later, Celine. I thought you already said goodbye, but it's cool. SJM Ceramics, you didn't actually been great milestone, all jokes. Did I ever read this? I don't know. I thought maybe I already read this stuff. Again, didn't get enough sleep. So. Anybody watching the Olympics out there? If you are, what's your favorite thing to watch on the Olympics? Celine writes, I just had to come back. All right. Well, thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. If you enjoy watching this type of stuff, I've been going live lately, so hit subscribe and notification bell, because I go randomly. I don't have a set schedule for when I go live. I do it when I can, but I've been enjoying doing it. Everybody on here has been cool to hang out with as far as nice comments and everything. SJM Ceramics, Ben, I got my bike back from the guy who was giving it a once over, and after a month he's apparently still waiting on the carb kit, so I went to pick it up because I just wanted to ride. Nice. Did we talk about this? You ride motorcycles too? I mean, I know Chad from Ugg Chugs rides. I didn't know that you rode too. Very cool. Yeah, go get it. Switch out that carb. Just take it out, and if you have to jet it yourself, you're a smart guy. You can figure it out. It's not that hard. It's just a lot of tiny pieces. Guy Wolf writes, downhill skiing. All wrong time of year. Yep. Wrong time of year, Pops. I just got done watching the men's basketball was on replay. And I already had seen a bit of it when I was at the shop today. I clicked on just to see who was winning, and I clicked on it and it said who won, so I knew that. But I wanted to watch because they've got a very good team. My wife and I are both into basketball, so it's fun to watch these amazing guys. Let's see, Paris writes, can you please make a pot? I'm making sauces right now, but I will most certainly make flower pots a little later in the live here. I have to get these saucers out of the way. I made 31, it's going to be 31 in a couple days pots for the month-long style challenge that somebody challenged me to make a different video every day for a month. So I got to make the saucers for these. That way when I fire all of them, they'll have saucers and they'll be ready. I'll do a video on what came out when they're all done, and how they look, and before I put them up on the website. That way everybody's notified that they're on the website, and that way the people from over on my Instagram don't grab them first, because if I do a post on Instagram, they go within 24 hours. So I know that sounds arrogant, but it's true. So but yeah, I will. I mean, these are saucers, so these are pots. You can consider them pots. And they have my name and the number, which indicate the poundage of wet clay of the pots that I've used for them. All right, time to do a flip. Flip time. Saucer flip time. See, Guy Wolff writes, I love Yamaha. They last forever. Nice. You do, but I think you like Triumph better. If you don't, go get a Yami. Paris writes, thank you. Ooh. Well, you are doing good on your job. Thanks so much, Paris. I appreciate the kind words. And if you like what you're watching, yeah, hit the subscribe. And I do these more often. This week I will be doing probably less saucers because I'm pretty caught up with them. And I'll be doing a lot of flower pots. So definitely check back if you're interested. Jan, yeah, guy, this bike is decent shape for 45 years old. And it was only $800, so a great learner, I think. Nice. You got an old one. That's nice. How old do you have to be to do your job? I don't know. I started when I was like, I don't know. Did it my whole life. My dad had me on the wheel when I was a little kid. 1 year old I was making, but I have a pot that says the date on it, and I was 1 year old. So like I said, for selling wise, I didn't sell to my first store until I was 15, 16 years old. And then I went full time with it, I think around 19. I was doing other jobs, and I was always making pots and selling them, but I decided to say, let's go for it. I think 19. I could be a little off. I can't remember. It's my teens. It's a long time ago for me. I'm 43 years old, so. Paris, yeah, I'm about to make a pot that's big for my garden, so I could go to beaches and sands to dig up clay. So you're digging up clay out of like what, the hillside of the beaches? Where are you located, Paris? Yes, I really love this video. Celine, I want to do your job. It looks fun. It is fun. No, I love what I do. Yeah, it's definitely fun. I've done so many different jobs, and this is definitely the funnest one. Yeah, well, it is safer to be fully grown when you start on the wheel. Yeah, I agree and disagree with you, Pops. I'm glad Haley's just fine. My niece, she makes pots with me all the time, and she is most certainly not fully grown, and she's handling it just fine. You just have to be aware. Make sure your hair is up. Don't get your hair caught in this thing. That could kill you. So there's a lot of things that you got to be aware of, but just find a good teacher and try it. They'll let you try at any age if you go to a pottery class. I don't think there's any age restriction. But if you're fully grown, you can also miss the fully grown is, what? Men's chromiums don't close until 25, so. So I have like this clay pot like stuff in my backyard. But sometimes I do stuff. Bayfield. It's just like a reservation for. Oh, okay. Very cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, wild clay that's in your garden can be cleaned out and done. And I've done it before. It's not easy. You have to wash the clay and do it right. But unless you find a perfect clay shelf with really clean clay in there, which is possible, especially if you. So, are you? Am I guessing that you are in Western United States? Because there's clay shelves out there that are ready to go, pretty much with clay ready to go. So, Arizona, that area. Let's see. Celine, cool. Guy Wolff writes, if you have a good family member for early throwing, yes. Yes, for anybody that's not, that doesn't know in here, the one writing, Guy Wolff, that is my father. He got me started very young, and I definitely was not fully grown on the wheel. In fact, you know, a lot of pictures we have of me throwing, well, I think there's only like 4 different shots of it, but I was actually the height of the wheel itself standing. So, yeah, I really wasn't making anything spectacular by any means. Pretty much a hole in the middle of a lump of clay. I guess the only utilitarian purpose would be a candlestick holder or a marker or a Sharpie or something. But I was doing it. So, never too young to start pottery. And you can always start with other things too. Hand builds, coil. Get your hands in clay. Feel what it's like. Mess around with it. You'd be surprised what you can come up with. You can do pinch pots. Pinch pots are pretty cool. I already have coals up to 719. Yeah, how quick is that? You just started it and you're already at 719 with those coals? Very cool. And what are you using for a pyrometer there? You have a digital readout? SJM? I would imagine. You're not using cones and a barrel fire. Or do you have a heat gun? Parachutes, yeah, you can do it when you like and put it in the oven. You know, make pots and stuff. Well, you could. The oven won't get the pots fired hot enough for you, like a regular oven. The kilns we use, we go up into 2,000 degrees. But if you actually check out SJM's channel, he's been burning them off in barrels, which is a really cool old method of firing. And yeah, he's actually inspiring me to want to do a barrel fire because I got one big old incinerator, we call it, outside. Be nice to do a barrel fire and try it out, but I think me and SJM are gonna get together at some point and have a fire off or something. We'll do something. Might even do a live feed together. We talked about it, so. Let's see. Do you always get this dirty, Celine writes? Yep. It's not bad. Just my hands. This shirt I use as a smock, so. This was all last week. It's obviously time to clean it. So I bring all these out and I hose them with the hose. Make sure all the clay is off of it, and then I wash them. So it's time for that. And I also have a new one of these shirts too. I ordered 2 of these a couple weeks ago when I was doing live. They kept saying to people, subscribe. And it's like, yeah, you know what? Let's just get a t-shirt that says subscribe. So subscribe, everybody who's watching. If you haven't, hit that like button. No, we already got, we have 12 likes. Thank you guys. I appreciate everybody who in here who did hit the like button. I appreciate everybody else who's watching too. So, even if you didn't. Let's see here. Digital temp gun. Yeah, that's what I figured. And I think maybe you've told me that too. Yeah, maybe that's why I had it in my head. But those things are handy for other things too. Not just for pottery, so. Very cool. Yeah, it's not, you're saying it's not totally accurate, but it gives you an idea. Right, well, I mean, it's going to be more accurate than just guessing, so it's going to be pretty darn accurate. And they are really accurate. My brother's a firefighter, and when they use those to see how, you know, hot inside of the building is. So they're pretty good, especially, I mean, the more expensive ones for sure. But no, they are darn accurate. Otherwise, there's the issues. So they have to be accurate. Let's see. Paris. Well, yeah, it would take a long time for it to, like, you know, for... I don't know what you meant, Paris, but that's okay. Okay. My SJM writes, my top temp is usually close to 900. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I guess I could tell by when you were banging on the side of the pots that, yeah, they were, you know, probably around there, 1,000 to 1,100 degrees, somewhere in there. Let's see, Guy Wolff. I'm sorry, I'm referring to you as Guy Wolff and not Dad. I just keep seeing your name and keep reading it, so it's hard for me to write that. Say that. The old time potters had rings that you pull off the kiln and see how the melly was going. Okay, yeah, or the melter cones. And my dad uses melter cones. So he looks in, and when they're melting to a certain point, an actual real heat gauge would actually be much more efficient, especially for the big stoneware kiln. Which Guy Wolff's birthday is coming up, who's my dad, and maybe that's something I should get him. I don't know if he'd actually use it, but yeah, they're very low end base. Yep, melt. Yes, the melting point. I got you there. Janelle Skillen writes, so calming. Like watching a fish tank. Well, thanks for tuning back in, Janelle Skillen. I remember seeing the other live feeds. Appreciate you watching again. Appreciate everybody in here. Before cones, they use rings that they pull out of the cone. Oh, okay, cool. I actually didn't know that, Pops. I figured they just had a piece that would just melt. So if it was a ring or if it was standing up, either way. But then they obviously decided to make it into a cone shape, which makes sense. But yeah, a digital readout would actually be the best thing, especially from what happened in one of your last firings, Pops. Be nice to know exactly what temperature we're at. Slane, going to stay here all night? Oh, thanks so much, Slane. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to be hanging, making pots. Nothing crazy going on. Just seeing how everybody's doing tonight, hanging out. Like I said, I'm making saucers for the pots that I made for the month-long style challenge that I've been doing here on YouTube. So we're coming to the end of that, so I figured I'd make all the saucers for it. So it'll only take a couple days after the pots are completely all done to fire and get them up on the website and all that good stuff. And then I'll do a video of what came out too. Might as well. So, but these are all going to match those pots. Sham, what fish would you want to be? I don't know. An orca. The ones that can eat the great whites, right? I've seen some really crazy orca videos lately. I don't know why. I'm even surprised you brought this up because this has been coming up in my feed. Orcas taking out great whites. Don't know why, but apparently our YouTubes must be connected because you're making so many comments and I'm going back and forth. Yeah, well, if the amount of rings shrink told you how much melting happened. Yeah. Yep. No, I got you. Pops. OG's King of the Sea. Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to be like a minnow. I don't know. No offense to any minnows out there. I hate work. Yeah, well, I mean, really, if you're gonna have to be a fish, what would you be then? You want to be like caught? Like, I guess. All right, fine. I'll be the most common fish in the sea and just be a flounder. That's easy enough, right? Or fluke, right? That's another thing. Well, I didn't think about this. I saw it on some. I forget what it was. Maybe it was from The Office. Yeah, it was on the show The Office. The guy says, why do they call it a fluke? Because flukes are the most common fish in the sea. It's like, yeah, why do they call it a fluke? Because they are the most common, right? Celine, will you? Guy Wolff writes cod. Okay, yeah, so you'd be eating quick. I don't know. I like to stick around a while. I enjoy this. I enjoy life. So if I was to be a fish, I want to stick around as long as possible. A real deep sea octopus that survives for thousands of years, just chilling out. I don't know what I want to be. That's a good question. Good question there, Silas from SJM. All right, out of a battle between all the sea creatures and all of the land creatures, who do you think would win? This is actually from a show called Derek with Ricky Gervais, and he asked this question. Skeleton Rig, I really like your 27-day challenge. Didn't know about the bowl pot. Yeah, oh yeah, that's so day 27 I did the bowl pan, roped bowl pan. Yeah, and I make bowl pans too. Those are good for bulbs, obviously, but they're also good for in Christmas time, like paper whites. And, yeah, tons of stuff. Narcissus bowls. You can even do cacti in them. If I left the drainage slightly smaller or non-existent, they're good for bonsais. What did you say? Octopus had blue blood. Did you know? I did not know that. You learn something every day. I had no idea that octopus have blue blood. Is it? I would imagine you're not just making up stuff. That's interesting. Blue blood. I did not know that. All right, I gotta move these. I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Just 2 seconds. I need a water break. I only did. I've done like 15 of these, so. But I need a water break already. Isn't our blood blue? I'll look it up on Google. Okay, yeah, check it out on Google. I don't know. Dad writes, see you, Ben. See you, Dad. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a good night, Pops. Sleep tight. And yeah, we'll catch up with you soon. Thanks for stopping in, Dad. Hope you hit that like button, wouldn't you? Celine writes, we have red blood. Sure do. Yes, so Janelle Skeleton writes, octopi pasta is purple. So that would make sense if they were blue. That's interesting. Actually, we got any elbow time soon? No, I have like a whole bunch of stuff wedged out, so I'm good. But it might be coming sooner than later because I might fly through these. Who knows? Sorry. Just need to pull and spring. Bam. But yeah. You know what? Instead of elbow time, when I go to wedge, I'm just going to bring the phone over there so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing because it is funny looking. I just don't like moving the camera, especially when your hands are dirty. Yeah, have a good night, Dad, if you left. Yep. Smiley face. Yes, yeah, I've got a hint of blue flames. Oh, and the burning barrel. Okay, yeah, I didn't know if you were still talking about octopusing. Octopuses. What's the plural of octopi? Octopus are already kind of plural, so what's the plural of octopus? I have the vernacular of a public school kid from northwestern Connecticut, so I don't know what the plural of an octopus is. I'm asking strange questions tonight. Like I said, have not gotten a lot of sleep. I'm making a lot of pots lately, but that's okay. 7 days a week. We can do it. I can do it. I ain't gonna give up. Never give up. Selena writes, do you know Five Nights at Freddy's? I don't. Is that a movie? Sounds like a movie. Or a band. I don't know that. And hopefully you didn't make me read something ridiculous on here. It was a movie, band, TV show. One of those, I would imagine. No, it's a horror game. Okay, well, I was off then. Oh, that would make sense. So, Freddy Krueger, I would imagine. That would kind of make sense if it was a Freddy Krueger game. Do they have a Freddy Krueger game? Is that what that is? And if so, what platform is it on? I only have PlayStation. Let's see. So I recently was told... sorry, SJM Ceramics says, so I was recently told that an older lady who may have retired from pottery has a huge walk-in engineering kiln. Okay. Oh, close to me. So I'm trying to get in contact with her to see what's up. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's very cool, man. I'm telling you, this is what happens. The kilns pop up all the time. And a lot of times schools throw out kilns and they don't know what to do with. So if you're, I don't know if you have a retail shop or anything like that, but if you create a Google, at least a Google like business, and you could say that it's not open to the public, blah, blah, blah in there, but at least a place. When somebody does a search for a potter, because sometimes these schools and this and that, whoever, want to get rid of stuff that is still good. And they literally will Google you. And even if you don't have a store, you can have a Google, location. And it'll come up in the search. So if they type in pottery near me, this and that, you'll come up and they'll get a hold of you. So there's a lot of stuff, especially used stuff. I mean, a lot of potters, if you're just starting out, you could literally start a business from pretty much free or very cheap. That pug mill I got over there, some guy was thrown out from a school, and all he wanted was enough money that he would get at the scrapyard, and the scrapyard was like $50. I was like, yeah, I will, I'll give you $75, and he's happy. And that pug mill, if you were to look, probably at least $1,200, something like that. So yeah, you always keep your eye out and check out things. And I don't use Facebook, but Facebook Market is the place to go. Back when I was young, it was Bargain News, then it switched over to Craigslist, and now Craigslist is like, just pretty much gone. Celine writes, it's anima. I'm going to say this wrong. I'm sorry. Animatronics. Okay. Celine writes, I just love it. I can't leave. Oh, cool. Well, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. Sham writes, yeah, I got the kick wheel from the college. Exactly, right. So, yeah, a lot of colleges, and even high schools, they just throw out stuff. I mean, they have the budget, so they can just be like, oh, we're getting something new. What do we do with it? Well, we're getting rid of it. So, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I feel like I'm making pizzas. Pizza pie. Especially with the saucers. And no, SJM, I did not have a meatball grinder tonight, which you probably were going to ask me. We had, my wife made fettuccine alfredo. Strictly carb diet. Must eat carbs. I have a problem with pasta. I can't stop eating it. Let's see here. Janelle Skelton writes, can you show that little device you clean up the base? It's so small. Sure, I could show it. It's it's just a piece of metal I cut at a 45-degree angle. It's very, it's simple. I took an old piece of ducting and just cut a little 45-degree angle out of it. So just move a piece of metal and I push it in and I cut it off at the right height to where I want the saucers to be at. So it's very simple. Well, yeah, thanks for asking. I should have said, no, it's a trade secret. Some of the tools actually I use are trade secrets. Some of the methods that I do are trade secrets, and I won't show anybody on here how I do certain things. But when I'm asked, I'll just tell you. Because there's certain things that you have to keep to yourself if you've come up with and are unique. But that doesn't mean you can't share a majority of the stuff, right? Speaking of sharing, if anybody's enjoying this and wants to send it off to their friends to enjoy, hit that send. I think that helps with the algorithm too. So many people we can get in here. I know things have been slow with the live streaming. There were ways back that we were getting the royal we. I was getting an average of 200 something people in here at a time, and now they've cut it back. So I think YouTube gave me my shot and then put it on hold. I think they've halted a lot of live streams too. I've talked about it with a bunch of other people that are doing similar things, and they're all having the same thing happen to them. So, but I do appreciate everybody that's in here and that is subscribed and that isn't subscribed, just hanging out here. Scotland writes, you need a schedule so we know when you're on. Yeah, I can't tell you. I mean, I've been trying to do evenings, and sometimes I've done middle of the day, but unfortunately I can't give a perfect schedule on everything. I work from 8 until 11:30. Then I go run a retail shop, and I come back, eat dinner, and then I try to do the live feeds. And if I can't do a live feed, that's mainly because I'm packing orders nonstop, which I kind of need to do tonight. But I push that off until tomorrow. So I don't know if I will be on tomorrow. I will try, but I have a bunch of orders to do, so it really depends. If I say I'm going to be on here and I can't make it, I really don't want to disappoint anybody. So I'd rather just be a surprise. And you join in, cool. But you're right, I wish I could have an actual schedule for it, but it is what it is. I'm so scheduled at everything else in my life. I can't. This is kind of like the. I don't even know what hour of the day this is at this point. I think I'm in my hour, at least hour 12 of work. So some days I might need to just pass out, and if I schedule a live feed, well, you don't want to see a live of me just sleeping, right? DRK, hello, I'm back. I love watching these relaxing videos. Oh, thanks, DRK. Appreciate you coming back. Janelle's going right. Fair enough. Yeah, no, it's fair. Right? Has to be fair. I can't just go. I just can't say that I'm gonna be on here and then not. So maybe someday I'll figure out a live schedule, but at the moment I can't say. Yeah, definitely. So hang on one second. Just gotta put these aside. I don't know why my furnace is going off. I know it has to regulate, but come on. It's like 80 degrees. Isn't that regulated enough? Yeah, DRK, nice to see you back. Hope you're doing well. Celine writes, don't worry about work, just take your time. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, with being a production potter, I have deadlines that I have to meet. And making pottery actually is at least 4-day, 5-day process. So whatever I do today affects 5 days from now. So in thinking ahead, you do have to think ahead, and you're always thinking. Especially as a potter, it's a different profession than most, so you do have to prepare a long time in advance for things. So yeah, I'm take your time. Yeah, no, I'm actually one of these people that thinks that slow and steady doesn't win the race. I think that fast and accurate does. So that's just the way I am. Let's see here. Oh goodness, I might say your name wrong. Probitha. Hopefully I have that right. Right, hi. Do you remember me? I kind of do remember the name because I probably wasn't able to pronounce it, so I'm so sorry. But it's so nice to have you back. And pretty much everybody in here, I think, has been in here before, hanging out. So I appreciate everybody coming back. Celine, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I think it's good. I make pottery for a living, so I'm happy. Can't complain. It's just when you have to try to schedule specific things. That's the only problem with me is like, even like friends and family are like, oh, what are you doing on this day at this time? It's like, I'm working. I don't know what I could actually do. You know, and I have friends that are like, "Oh, when's the next day you have off?" It's like, well, there, there isn't one. I might be able to take off like an evening or a morning, go grab a breakfast sandwich or something with you. So that's what I usually do with my friends. Or I ride a motorcycle, so I go for a quick ride on a bike with people. You know, it's going fast and accurate is a good motto. Yeah, no, I know. Well, it's not really my motto. That was actually from the movie The Patriot. And he said that. He said, yeah, please make me fast and accurate. And yeah, I kind of took that and thought about that. I was like, yeah, why is it always slow and steady when you race? Huh, it's fast and accurate. I think they were right. I'm going to keep that. Celine writes, no worries. Yeah, I don't have any worries. Hopefully you don't have any worries. This is a worry-free live stream. Don't worry, be happy. You can tell by that noise right there. Ooh, is that me or they? It must be in the clay. Sometimes when you see something bright red in the clay, you got to stop the wheel and check yourself, make sure you're not bleeding. Because it happens. But iron in the white clay, which blood is iron, can leave a red streak in your clay. So, if you are bleeding, obviously you have to stop the wheel and check, but happens to me all the time. Because my hands are, I use stonework clay body, so it's pretty much, most people that shake my hand think I don't even work. Because my hands are so smooth. It's kind of like you're rubbing up against sandpaper all day. So in doing that, and holding like this little tool that I'm using over and over again, you can, right where like the creases in your hands are, usually crack and end up cutting yourself. But that's what super glue's for. Celine writes, just do what you love. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you too. That is. That's the way I live. I just do what I love. Don't let the worry. Be right back, everybody. Just have to put these away. Man, we are flying through these saucers tonight. That's good. That's a good thing. The 6 pound, or the saucers for the 6 pound pots I make here do take a little more time than my little ones. They just have to be exactly, somewhat exactly, the width I need, otherwise they'll be cracking. Michael Luckett, The Patriot is a great movie. What their life lessons do you take from? What other, from The Patriot? Well, to be honorable, if you're talking about from the movie. I love that movie. Yeah, just be as honorable as possible. And that Benjamin isn't just a name that people make fun of. Because his name in the movie was Benjamin Martin, as I am trying to recall, right? Benjamin Martin. Yeah, that's part of it, I guess. You are referring to the movie, right, Michael? Look at. Yeah. Honorable. Just be as honorable as possible. Family, country, all that good stuff. and train dogs good. The way he trained the dogs in that movie, I loved. That was like the biggest burn of all time. When he's discussing with terms with the British. And then as he's walking out, he just whistles and the officers' dogs go running. I don't know, I just love that scene. A lot of scenes I like from that movie. I haven't seen it in a while. I'm trying to recall. Sorry if I'm stumped a little bit. I'm going back in my head and all the things that happened in that movie. And Michael Luckett, I don't think I've seen you here in the lives before, so thanks for joining on in, hanging out. If you like hanging out, watching pottery, subscribe, and we'll. I go live often, but like I was kind of discussing earlier, I don't have a live schedule. But I've been enjoying doing these, so I'm gonna keep doing so. Janelle's coming. So cool watching this. Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate the kind words. I hope you're having a good evening. I guess it's evening. We have 6 people in here, something like that. Is everybody here in the States or anybody elsewhere? Everybody's probably watching the Olympics tonight, if they're still going on. It's probably nighttime over there. Or no. Back in time. So yeah, they're Olympics around right now. So what are you making today? I'm making saucers right now to go with the pots for the month-long style challenge that I've been doing on my YouTube channel. And the month is almost over, so I wanted to make all the saucers tonight for those pots. And then once those are fired, and I will put up a video of what they look like. And I also will put them up on my website, dentalpotter.com. And I will do a post. I'm going to put up the video here on YouTube first, because if I post on Instagram, they seem to go within a few hours. So usually around 24 hours, stuff, whatever I put up sells. So I'm going to hold off on doing the Instagram post, but if you guys are on Instagram too, you can hit me up on there and see what I do. It's at Wolff Pottery, same thing it is here. Let's see, Selena. By the way, I had 182 subs at night, but then in the morning I had 815. What? Huh. By the way, I had 182 subs at night, but then in the morning I had 815. So you gained a ton of subscribers. That's awesome. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. As long as your numbers are right that you typed in, right? So what do you do? What's your channel about? You can plug it right here in the thing. Yeah. Let me know what you do. Be right back. Sure, Celine, I'm sorry, I keep saying Selena, maybe, I don't know, Celine writes, it's about a lot. Okay, cool. Yeah, pretty much on this channel, I just do, I just make pots. I also play music, so sometimes I play my guitar, so. Vista writes, I like watching your videos. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for doing so as well. Thank you for everybody who's been watching the videos. And I'm sorry if I'm spelling your or saying your name wrong. Is it Prabitha or Pravitha? I'm sorry. SRT boy, hello. I was really late. Oh, nice to see you. Prabitha says no, you're not. Okay, cool. So I had it on. I was right. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm not pronouncing your name wrong. I hope you're doing well, SRT boy. Thank you for coming back into the live feed again tonight. Right now I'm doing saucers again, and then I'm gonna make some flower pots and whatnot. At least that's the plan. We'll see what happens. You never know. Did I look up? Oh, hang on. I didn't look up. I am so sorry. You're probably going to be upset with me because we've had this conversation. But I do remember that I was pronouncing it wrong. It's Withville, right? Not Whiteville, Withville in Virginia. And I did not look it up, but I will look it up. Let's see. Prabitha writes, I'm watching on my mom's phone. Cool. Subscribe for your mom so she watches too. Do you normally watch from a different name? Yeah, Withville. Okay, no, I know I had it right, SRT. I'm sorry, life's been busy. Well, I write it down on what? You're right. I said this in the last thing. I needed a pen and a piece of paper down here to write some things down to look up. But I haven't had time. I've been running ran the store all weekend. Been making pots all weekend. I've had about maybe an hour or 2 hours off this whole weekend. And that was to eat dinner with my loving wife. So in that time, I didn't have much time to look up anything. And when I do have time to look on my phone, it's usually to do invoicing or do stuff for the other thing. But I'm sorry. I will check it out. I will look it up at some point. Write it down for both of them. No. Celine, it's 3 o'clock in the morning by me and going live soon. Oh, cool. What are you going live? What are you doing when you go live? And it's 3 o'clock in the morning? So where are you located? That's definitely a whole different time zone. Are you on the other side of the world for us? I'm in Connecticut in the United States. I keep saying Celine. Sorry, Celine. Janelle Skilton writes, what is the tattoo on your finger? That is, the tattoo on my finger is right here. And it's a C. I don't know. Can you see the C? Actually, that's that way. That would be that way. C. That is for my wife, Corinne. And she has a B on her finger. So, yeah. C is for Corinne. She's my loving wife. And, yeah, instead of getting... because potters, I really can't wear rings. If I do wear a ring, that would not be good. So we decided to go with tattoos, and it's been great. Let's see, SRT or SJM. Sorry. Well, Ben, if you join Discord, if there's something you need to remember, there is a channel for reminders. Okay, I know. I got to figure out the Discord thing too. That's a whole other thing, right? Exactly. I don't have time to even look up Withville. And I haven't had time to check out Discord and sign up and have all that and have conversations with all these people. Celine writes in Germany. Oh, you're coming from Germany. All right. Well, hello. Vegas, right? um, and yeah, SJM writes, so you just say, hey, chat, can someone throw in that reminder section so I can check it out later? Oh, I get you. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's a whole nother level of stuff. Skilton writes, yes. SJM, hey, SRT boy. From Withville, Virginia. Shout out to Withville. I wonder when they came up with the name of that. Withville. Interesting. I wonder what the history of it is. Because now I'm going to have to look it up. Because you said it so many times, and I've neglected to do so. Probably somebody's name the way it's spelled. And it was probably British. So it was probably white at one point. And everybody pronounces it with. That's my guess. I'm just guessing. Who am I to guess? Yeah, Whiteville. Saying, yeah, but I can speak English. I was the best in my class, but it's summer now, and I'm in 5th grade. Okay, very cool. Nice. Yeah, I really am not good at German, though my wife's father was German, and so when their family got together, I would understand quite a bit of it, because to me it kind of sounded just like drunken English, no offense, but it kind of sounded like that. So I kind of understood what they were saying, but I could not communicate back. I've learned a little bit since. So I only know basic things like numbers, and reading is completely different than just saying it. So, but it is a language I love to learn. So good for you on learning English too, because English is not easy. There's so many confusing things about English. I was having this conversation with a buddy of mine the other day, and it's pretty irritating how many words in English actually mean hundreds of different things. And the difference between two and two and where. All those silly things that shouldn't be an issue. And I was also getting interested today, actually, because Germany is Deutschland, which is land of the people, as I take it, and I have understood that all of us English-speaking people are saying pretty much every country incorrectly. Kind of had a little mind blow, because you can see it in the Olympics. Everybody's wearing shirts that are actually spelling the way they say their country. And we say their country differently. Spain, España, Italy, Italia. Yeah, it was a very interesting conversation, because we went all the way. Sweden has a completely different, Finland completely different, Greenland completely different, and we just say what we say. So, Janelle Skelton, it does sound like that. Yeah, it does, right? Celine, I learned from my iPhone. I was 4 or 5. Good for you. I think learning it younger is the best way to do it. Janelle Skelton wrote, I don't know swear words, right? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know many swear words in German. I'm not going to say them on here. I'll probably get in trouble somehow. YouTube will be like, hey, you can't say Hunde. All right, I gotta move this over this way. SJM, it's almost ready for elbow time, right? I just cranked out all those. That's awesome. That was 32, I think 32 saucers. So SJM, if you want me to make the 100 pots for you in a sitting, I guess I could do saucers. 100 saucers in 100 minutes? That'd be interesting. So, SJM, yeah. Elbow time. Maybe elbow time. I don't know. Elbow time. We'll find out. The elbow time. SJM, we have this ongoing joke that every time I'm wedging pots, all he sees is my elbows. So he calls it elbow time. So he's nice enough to have been hanging out in the feeds. And I was in his live feed today for a few minutes, but then I had some customers I had to deal with. And then more customers, and then more customers. So, but it was very fun seeing him. He was trying a coil pot today, which I've only done a few times as well. I tried it on some bigger pots, which is probably not where I should have been starting. But did you, SJM, did you ever follow Stephen Proctor? Because he kind of does some coil stuff on, obviously, in that big scale. I think I sent him to you on Instagram, maybe. He's the one that does the pots that are, you know, bigger than me. They're like 6'4" kind of things. Did you go and look this up? You did. Wytheville, Virginia is named after George Wythe, which is probably George Wythe. George Wythe. He was one of the signers of Declaration of Independence. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's where Wytheville comes from. Sounds good. I live in Goshen, Connecticut. It's a biblical name, town in the Bible. So there's pretty much a Goshen in every state. Right down the road, we have Litchfield, which is pretty much British for Leachfield, which is funny because it's down the road and it's actually a really nice town, but in British, that would be Leachfield. Pratha says, sorry, I was gone for a little while. No worries, who cares? You got things to do. There's things to do. Don't need to apologize. Hope everybody's having a good night. I'll just clean up my hands real quick. Need some water before I get on the flower pots. Hands have been like getting stiff. I was trying to play my guitar earlier at work for a second. I was like, man, hands are getting stiff. Celine writes, my dream is to fly to England. Very cool. You should do it. I know you're only in the 5th grade, but maybe there's some kind of exchange student program or something like that you could do. But I did go. I went to England and it was awesome. We flew into Manchester in 2001. I believe it was November, and we went to Manchester, England. Then went all the way across all the Yorkshire Dales. Or Yorkshire, what Americans would call it, and a lot of really cool stuff happened. I didn't know we were there during Guy Fawkes Day, which is actually a day that everybody in the whole country starts a bonfire to celebrate some guy that they, like, whatever, they burned him in Parliament, so they all do it every year again. Very strange, but very cool because you're driving along and it was non-stop bonfires everywhere. Then from there we went all the way up to the northern area into the Lake District. Hit up Kendal, a few other towns up there. Went over to see a bunch of abbeys. And then we checked out a lot of potters. So that was really cool. There are some awesome potters over in England. They've been doing it for, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years. And some of these potters are older than the country I live in. So that was really cool. All right, so make some flower pots. SRT, how often do you go live? I've been going live pretty often these days. I don't have a schedule. I know somebody else, Janelle Skilton wrote, when, could you do an actual schedule? And I don't have one. I've just been flying by the seat of my pants, so to speak, going when I can. And then, yeah, so. Fresh cup of Joel, shred for us. You want me to shred for you? Oh. All right, Joel. Making me shred. Is that really what you want me to do? I'm not really a shredder, but I can try. You asked for it, Joel. Joel. I'm not real a shredder. I'm more of a quiet kind of player, but I could try and shred from time to time. Do more basic. I like the piano. There you go, Joel. You asked me to shred. I tried. Like I said, my hands, I tried today, earlier, and my hands, like I was playing a regular acoustic guitar at the shop and kind of doing like bluesy stuff. Janelle Skilton writes, "Slay, my friend." I don't really have too much of the sleigh thing going on. I could do a little bit of... What do we got? Tim Shaw writes, I'm sorry, Fresh Cup of Joel, love the blues. Tim Shaw, something from H String Band came up on my Apple Music while I was driving to work today. Oh, nice. That's very cool. I haven't listened to one of my own albums in a long time. H String Band was a really fun project I played in. That band I was playing in, it's actually playing a innovative guitar where I'm playing 5 guitar strings and 3 bass strings. It's a Charlie Hunter 8-string. So 3 bass strings are going to a bass guitar and 5 guitar strings are going to a guitar amp. So you're basically playing bass and guitar at the same time. Let's see, Sling writes me, God bless you. Oh, thank you so much. Janelle writes, yes, you do, so impressive. Tim Shaw, I really like wedding song piece. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that. Yeah, I haven't, I put it, wedding song is in some of the videos. All the videos that you see that I've been putting up on YouTube, all the music that's in there is stuff that I play. I don't use other people's music. I put up my own music. So yeah, one of the songs was actually called Wedding Song, and that song actually was featured in a dating show, which was pretty funny. So that was nice. But yeah, so that's a good one. Potter's Journal. My dog loves it. He's howling. Play some cat noises. Crazy. Right. Sorry, but I got tired. I gotta go. Tired. Yeah, it was such a chill place, and then I broke out this. Like, you're like, no, I gotta go. Well, see you later. Thank you for stopping by. Gute Nacht, right? Is it nighttime over there? Yeah, it is. 3. So you said it was 3 in the morning. Gute Nacht. What am I doing playing around this thing? That was pretty funny though. I literally had my hands clean and Joel was like, shred it. Well, let's try it. had to try, Joel. Just gotta take this shirt off. Alright, sorry. I had to take the shirt off, and sometimes my comes up. I'm not one of those guys. I'm gonna show things. So, time to make some flower pots, right? What time is it? It's 9:23. I got a little while more, so let's do some flower pots, right? DeHunty. I always say DeHunty, but DeHunty. Is this a rock pottery channel? Yeah, apparently tonight it is. Fresh Cup of Joel, that was sick. Hey, thanks, Fresh Cup of Joel. Janelle, that was a nice break. Go you. Yeah, no, I just have fun. Well, and Joel asked for it, so. And if it's somebody's birthday, I will play him happy birthday. That's about as. But I always have my guitar pretty much set up everywhere I am. Not electric, but there's a guitar in pretty much every room, just in case I want to play. Because that's one thing that keeps my whole vibe chill. Making pots is very chill and whatnot, but there's a lot of compression going on there. So sometimes you need a whole other side, and music for me is that other side. Yeah, so let's get back to making pots, right? Flower pot time? Or should I just make a vase? Somebody said make a vase earlier, I think. Yeah? I don't know. Let me know what you want to see. I'll make a flower pot first. But I know what I do need to make. So yeah, S-Jam here. Sorry guys, I'm over here. I'm literally just, what I do is I get clay in bags. So what I have to do is take this clay out and I have to measure it and weigh it. I know this is about 2 pounds, but I just make sure on my scale. Then I give it a quick wedge. And for any potters out there, I do the ram's head method mainly. I can spiral wedge, but the ram's head wedge gets it done pretty quick for me. Plus I cone up the pot. So when I cone up and bring it up, that's doing a lot of the wedging and stuff for it. Janelle Skelton's kicking it was great. Oh, thanks. D. Hunty writes, music has got the answer to many people's problems. It sure does. I started playing guitar when I was, I don't know, probably 10 or something, and I got into it because it wasn't a sport. I played sports too, but what I love about music is there's no better or worse. It's pretty much the same with pottery too. Some people be like, oh, this potter's better than the other one. There's no such thing. Do you like the work you see? Or do you like the song you're listening to? You can't really say there's a better or worse musician. There's things that people can do that are mistakes or this and that, but music is the one area that I found in my life that was not competitive. And if you think about the things you're doing in a non-competitive way, sometimes they morph into being something you're better at than if you had to be. But I wanted to be that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be playing out in bands all the time, and I did. I played out in a lot of bands, but then it got old. And the world's kind of changed, but back in the heyday of me playing out, I mean, we were doing 10 to 2 gigs, which is 10 o'clock at night to 2 in the morning. And, to have any, running your own business and stuff, it's almost impossible to do that and and do the 10 to 2 thing. So, I mean, it didn't pay well enough for me to be able to do that full time. But just like anything else, it's a true labor of love. So I still, once in a while, I played with some buddies the other day, and we were talking about actually forming a band again. So if we do, we'll probably post it up here on this channel, because this is who I am. This channel is all about what I do. And I know I've just been mainly showing pottery, but music's a huge portion of my life. So I will be posting more about that and other things as well. Any journeys I may go on and whatnot. Psychedelic glitch, yo, do a flip. I will do a flip for you. That's coming up. You stay tuned, psychedelic glitch. Sorry, I'm getting your name wrong. It feels like a gamer tag of somebody I ran into on a video game. It was relentless and wouldn't leave me alone. But you're actually fun. I did a flip for you in one of the live feeds, and I will do one for you here. Because nobody else is going to do a flip for you. Right, psychedelic glitch? This is not a 6 pound. See, this is why it's a good idea to stop what you're doing and pick up an instrument like I did with a guitar before you go into your next thing. Because I was making a whole bunch of saucers that went with my 6 pound pots. And then I just switched over to making a flower pot that is a 2 pound pot. I was about to stamp 6 on it, which would have been great, because that would have been a big mistake Live mistake. Trick Shot, hi. How's it going, Trick Shot? Hope you're doing well tonight. Hope everybody's doing well tonight, checking us out. Psychedelic glitch, that's right. Nobody does a flip like you, mate. Are you from United Kingdom? Or are, I think you said you were United Kingdom, right? Yeah, right? You are awesome, bro, and it's my gamer tag. It is your gamer tag. I feel like I've run into you while I'm playing video games. What's your favorite game? Hang on, I'll do the flip for you. Ready? Boom! Flip. You know what? Reverse flip. Back flip. Ooh, haven't done a back flip before. There you go, buddy. So here's that design that I did. That's just a scalloped rim. And these ones have been so popular that I just have to keep making them. And as a production potter, you have to keep making them. Let's see. Martha Miriam writes, that's the cutest pot. Oh, thanks so much. Appreciate it, Martha. And thanks for joining in tonight. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep on making some more. I did not get all the clay ready for the flower pots. I got them all ready for the saucers, which I already took care of. So when I'm going off to the side like this, it's pretty strange, but that's what I'm doing, is just preparing the clay. The psychedelic glitch. Hit that like button because I did a flip for you, bud. And yeah, my other question for psychedelic glitch, I think I'm reading that right, was what is your favorite game and console? Yeah, UK, he says. All right, it was UK, United Kingdom. So yeah, what's your favorite game? And yeah, let's see. DeHunty, just going to make a pot of tea here in England. Back soon. All right, sounds good. That sounds real good. I haven't had a good pot of tea in a long time. I drink 1 cup of coffee a day. Okay, so you're a PS5 player there, Psychedelic Glitch. So am I. So have I run into you at some point? I feel like I have. You sound like the gamer tag of somebody that has destroyed me in games before. You and there was somebody else in here. I think it was Potato Blob. it was the name. And I asked the same question. And they said the same thing. That was their gamer tag. Red Dead, yep. That's it. Red Dead. I'm new to Red Dead somewhat over the last winter. I was playing. If I don't get much chance to play video games, but when I do, it's usually somewhat in the winter for me. And last winter, I was bouncing back and forth between GTA and Red Dead, and so I started on Red Dead, and yeah, there was moments where you probably had me all tied up, but I wasn't able to do anything, and I had to learn. I think I only made it to maybe my online player level was in the 40s or 50s. I was just able to buy a better horse. Let's just put it that way. I haven't even got to the point where I could become anything. So, but I really do. I play PS5 and I do play Red Dead on there from time to time, and I really enjoy it because I actually find it very calming when you find yourself at peace and you're in the wilderness just riding around on a horse. But then it turns into insanity when everybody comes at you and whatever. So I feel like we've met before on there. And I'm not afraid to talk back. So if you said something to me or came at me, I was probably trying to go at you. And I'm sure I was losing because I'm what the younger generation calls a noob on that game. GTA 5, I can hold my own. That's for sure. But Red Dead, that's a similar controls and whatnot, but man. And it's just so cool because it takes place in the, what, I don't even know what year, 1860s, something like that, in the Old West. Something like that, maybe, or yeah, 1895 maybe, somewhere in there. But very interesting, and the graphics are beautiful, and actually, like I said, it can be a very calming game too, as long as you, if you're just chilling out, you just chill on your horse. Psychedelic glitch, no way, probably ran into each other then. Same, I love it. Yes, you probably did. Because I'm one that actually will put on the mic and talk to people. I'm not afraid to even go live and talk to people on here, right? So, sometimes I go on with one of my friends and we keep quiet. Let the other people do the talking. But is it JC? Sorry, I have to look over here. I can't for some. Man, I think it's time for glasses. No. JC writes, nice pot. Hey, thanks so much. Appreciate it, JC. Yeah, right now I'm working on some of these. These for a little while more. Let's see. Psychedelic glitch. I've been lifing Elden Ring at the moment. Oh, okay. I have not played the Elden Ring series stuff. I've heard of it. I already put that down. What am I doing? I'm losing my mind. Yeah, so I haven't played any of that stuff. But it looks cool. Like I said, I wish I had more time because I really don't have a lot of time to play video games, but I enjoy them. And I've enjoyed video games since we had the Atari when I was a little kid. I think that was the first thing we had. And then all my friends had Nintendo, but I didn't because I came from a poor family. The original NES. And then by the time I got that, everybody had, when I finally did get that, I think I got a used one or something. By the time we had that, everybody was on to like Sega or something. So I was always behind with that stuff, but I had fun when I had them. JC. Damn, bro, Atari, that's awesome. Yeah, oh yeah. No, like I said, I'm old school. I'm 43, so you got to figure. When I was 6, I was 86, so yeah, I think the first system we had was Atari, which, yeah, it's like Space Invaders or something we were playing. And then the original Nintendo, which had some cool games on it. I mean, I remember them. Double Dragon and stuff like that. Contra, that was a cool game. Yeah, no, that's dating me, and that's bringing me back in my head. Wow, I would just sit there and never be able to achieve the goal that you wanted to achieve. But then I fell out of it. I fell out of playing video games in my teens, and I didn't play them again until I was in my later 30s, actually. So, I don't know, got back into it. Not into it, like I said. I get to play it a little bit in the winter. There's like a couple moments where it slows down. And it's usually in the winter. Janelle Skelton writes, you don't need to play anything, just go with your time. And it's well, hey, I have to admit, some of these games that are out there, it is talent to be able to do what you need to do to get through these games. So, but yes, I don't need to play video games. I play guitar and this and that when I can. But there's something to be said for people that sit there and play video games and accomplish what they do on them at the level that they do. It's not easy. And I can attest to it because I've tried it. So there's some serious people. This one actually has a little bit of an issue with it, but luckily I'm a pottery doctor. Fixed. I know people in the stream here have probably seen me do this pot over and over again, but this is a something I need a lot of. In fact, if I could snap my fingers and have 1,000 of them sitting here, I would be quite happy because I know I'd get rid of them. They're just non-stop. People want them, so I gotta make them. Gotta make the donuts. You had the Atari, Janelle Skelner. I like you cubed. That little bouncy guy. Oh. Okay. That's ringing a bell. Psychedelic glitch. All right, bro. You enjoy your night. It's 2:41 a.m. Yeah, go get some sleep. 2:41 a.m. Sheesh. Here, just thought I'd check in and see a sick flip before sleep. Okay, sick flip. There you go, buddy. Second, 2 flips for you in the same stream. And he's right. It's 2:40 in the morning. I don't know if it's a heat. Whatever. 2:41 in the morning. You need to go get some sleep. Either way, sleep tight. Thank you for joining in. And I appreciate it, and hope everybody in the UK is doing well. And you guys are probably, some of you guys are watching the Olympics, so probably see in there. I haven't been able to watch much. I watched a little bit of the basketball today, which is fun. But I'm actually, it's 2:41 for you, and you're about to go to bed. It's 9:43 for me, and I'm getting tired. So, and I've worked since 8 this morning. So we're at 13 hours in today. I did take about an hour and had dinner with my wife, so that was good. Psychedelic glitch. Night, bro. Have a good one. I'm still sub to. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's subbed here, and who's hung out tonight. But I think it's 2:40 in the morning. That just made me tired even more. And it's 9:43 where I am. And I'm 43 years old. I need to go to sleep. I've only been doing this live for an hour and a half or something like that. I don't know. Something like that. But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. And yeah, hopefully, if I can, I will get on tomorrow night. It'll probably be around the same time. JC writes, same as Psychedelic Glitch here. Good night. Yeah, good night to you, JC. Thank you for tuning in. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow night I'll be able to get back on. I can't commit. I'm sorry for everybody who mentioned maybe a schedule of some type for me to go live, but I just can't commit to it because who knows what I need to be doing. Janelle Skilton writes, good night. Yeah, good night, Janelle Skilton. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, so hope everybody has a good night, and stay classy, YouTube. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's not my trademark. That's like Ron Burgundy from Anchorman. Thanks, stay classy, San Diego. Okay, whatever. Have a good night. Take care, guys.